You know it's bad when you gotta melt the hood before you can put it on. Yeah, there's ice inside. Well folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Henry. So it's been a few years since I've been at this lake. I missed last year just because of circumstances. I will make a video about situation and that involves the dive team and so on at some point, but not yet. Some of you guys actually may have noticed that I changed dive rigs. I will go into it later on in the video, but let me just show you where I am right now. Longtime followers of the channel probably know where I am. This is Blackwater Lake, just outside of Birken. Beautiful little spot. Legend has it, there's a snowmobile somewhere behind me, like right around there. And every guy we talk to says, oh yeah, it's in that direction. And then, oh, it's in that direction. No, it's in that direction. So I've been diving for the snowmobile that sunk because of weak ice for probably, I think this is my 5th year. So I missed last year. And then the other reason I come out here is because Daisy is horribly scared of fireworks. Hi, Daisy. Hi, baby girl. And I didn't bring Maggie because Maggie actually is recovering from her surgery, her 4th surgery in 11 months. And I haven't made a video about that because I just haven't felt the inspiration to do it. So Maggie is healing from her surgery. She's fine. And but Daisy's scared of fireworks, so I take her out of the city. Last year I didn't do it. Again, circumstances. And man, she was just shaking in fear for like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 hours. Laura and I tried to comfort her, we just couldn't. So anyway, this year, despite the cold, we're out here. It was 1 degree. It is 1 degree. But I'm going to get in the water as soon as I can because I want to work while there's still daylight. So I'll see you guys in the water. So I didn't realize until I got in the lake that the lake level, water level, had dropped by a couple of feet. And normally right at the beginning of the dive here, I can clear these weeds very, very quickly. And it took me probably twice the distance to actually clear the weeds. You can see here that this weeds here, normally I'm past it already. Anyway, as soon as I started the dive, once I cleared the weeds, I saw this fishing rod here laying in the lake floor, and I decided to leave that because I didn't want to carry this really long fishing rod right from the beginning of the dive for the entire duration. And I also knew that I could probably use it for navigation purposes on the way back, which, as it turned out, that's exactly what I did. And as I was swimming along here, I said, oh, look at this. There's this obviously an axe handle. Of course, I had no way of knowing that is a firefighting axe. And you can see here, right around where I found the axe, there's sort of a debris field, which would indicate that somebody had broken the ice with the axe and then discarded all of those bottles. And then shortly after, ran into a fishing rod. I thought, oh, that's cool. It's been there for a while. It always amuses me that I dive at these lakes repeatedly year after year, and then I find fishing rods that obviously have been there for a very long time. You can see that because of the silt that gathers on that fishing rod. I don't really know how long it takes for that silt to take place, for it to sort of completely cover the fishing rod. But yeah, it's always funny that I dive repeatedly over and over and I don't see the fishing rods. Anyway, at some point I picked up another fishing rod, so I'm up to 3 rods now. And then here's the 4th one. This is the one that I saw at the very beginning of the dive that I just had to leave for navigation purposes, because as soon as I see this rod, I know I need to turn inward towards the dock so that I can find my starting point. Okay, that was a relatively cold dive. Just got out of my suit. I found some fishing rods, found a fire axe, some bottles and cans, and I just got cold and I didn't have a lot of time underwater, so I'll go back in tomorrow. Anyway, I am going to get a fire going so I can get warmed up, and then I'll show you what I got. Alrighty, here we go. This is we got 28 pounds of trash. So the funny one you guys saw in the video there, you got this obviously a fireman's axe or that kind of style, and that was in the water, and then next to it was the Crown Royal bottle, and I believe the Fireball bottle as well too. So, and then a bunch of other beer cans. So obviously these guys were fishing, ice fishing in the lake over there, and then used the fire axe to break through the ice, and then just either left their bottles in the ice snowbank, and then eventually the ice melted and everything just sunk, or they just tossed it into the lake. Either way, whatever. I just thought that was funny. So, a pair of sunglasses, trashed solo cups, and then I got 4 fishing rods in different spots. I found a lot of fishing rods in this lake here, so you guys can tell me if these things are any good. My friend that's camping with me says that one of these is salvageable. I don't know which one though. So that's kind of neat. So I got my campfire going. Now I'm going to relax, hang out for the night. It's going to get cold tonight, I bet. Gordon from Hike and RV has arrived, and he's going to hang out with me for a couple of days. And I am going to go enjoy myself and then cook dinner, and then we'll do this again tomorrow. Okay, see you guys in the morning, guys. I'm just going to chill, so I'm not going to record anything tonight. Good morning, everybody. It's a brisk fall morning. Oh, this coffee's hot. The first sip, you never know what the temperature is going to be. Yeah, so it was -2 when I went to bed last night, so it must have been -4 maybe. And in the middle of the night, I don't think it hit -6. Everything's frozen. My dive gear's frozen. My dry suit's frozen. Gordon's out for a paddle. Just going to be hanging out by the fire until it warms up. We'll probably dive in the afternoon. Good girl, Daisy. Well, we just, I had myself a bacon cheeseburger for lunch. Oh man, that was nice. Daisy got a piece of bacon, a tiny bit of cheese, and it's about almost reaching 1 o'clock, I think, and we are about as warm as it's going to get, so I think I'm going to start my dive. And I'm going to basically do the same things. Going to scooter towards the far shore, see what I can find. Got the 4 fishing rods yesterday, maybe I'll find more today. All right, we'll see you guys in the water. You know it's bad when you gotta melt the hood before you can put it on. Yeah, there's ice inside. Oh, that is so cold. Before I even started this dive, I knew this dive was going to be short because I was already so cold before I even started the dive. Putting that hood on that had ice on the inside just instantly gave me an ice cream headache, and I was just super cold. So I think this dive ended up being just like a little over 20 minutes. I think like 22 minutes or something like that. And just thought I'd showcase here just how hard it is to see items in the lake bottom. And that one, this fishing rod had obviously been there for a very long time, and all I could see was just a tiny bit of handle sticking out. And yeah, it's just really hard to look for things. Anyway, a little bit more beer bottles and beer cans and so on. I hadn't realized that Gordon was filming me as I was coming back in. Then there's Daisy being very concerned as to why I'm in the water. Daisy swims, but she doesn't like to get in the water when it's cold. And she's a smart dog. Cold. Cold, 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 cold. Okie dokie, so today's haul from dive number 2 at Blackwater. One more fishing rod. This little, whatever that handle thing, broke off as I was pulling this out of the water. So that there, I guess that was a weak point. And this thing actually feels super heavy. Most of the weight is on here. That's probably a really nice fly rod. There's the 4 from yesterday, so making it 5 fishing rods in total. And then I've got just a couple of beer bottles, a Budweiser can, and 2 solo cups. All right, you guys, that's a wrap for the diving here at Blackwater Lake. Got, that was about maybe 7 or 8 pounds of garbage. I haven't weighed it yet. But yeah, I think I'm going to name Blackwater Lake Fishing Rod Lake. That's a lot of fishing rods. And of course, over the past whatever number of years we've been diving here, we've pulled out more fishing rods as well too. What's happening in this lake that everybody's losing fishing rods? Anyway, I'm going to go for a walk and check out there's a little dock on the far end there, and take Daisy for a walk. And Gordon went out for a nice paddle this morning. And then we've just been cooking over the fire and sitting over the fire, so it's been a really good time. There's Daisy. Hi, Daisy. So today is Halloween, and so definitely today is the day we're going to keep her out of the city, so she's not so scared. All right, guys, thank you so much for my Patreon supporters. Oh, got stuff on my face. And thanks so much to Pacific Pilsner for sponsoring the dive. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.